Hello yet again, this is Moroni Prime here with yet another video review. This review is, I guess you could say it's an update to a couple of earlier reviews. As part of my Multi-Force Landcross series of reviews, I have recently obtained the original Transformers from 1989, Transformers Victory, Mach and Tackle. The reason I'm doing these figures together is because in Generation 1 they were sold together as a 2-pack or as part of the Landcross gift set. They were not single-packed as they were in the reissue in 2004. Here we have Mach, Space Shuttle, and Tackle, the little orange pickup truck with the truck cap. Accessories, the waist plate, the foot pad, Mach's gun, Tackle's gun. Okay, I'm going to start off with Mach first, since he's first in the duo, numerically speaking. Right off the bat, you'll notice a few changes that were made to the reissue that were changed from this figure. This being the original. On the reissue, the white paint is missing from the wings, thereby giving the reissue black wings. Also missing on the reissue is this detail stripe on the tail, which is a sticker. So you're going to be careful not to risk peeling that, just as you would want to be careful not chipping the paint. Also different from the reissue, on the wings segment, which is actually also an accessory technically. I'll pop that off there for now. The chest plate detail, the stickers here, the Autobot symbol, well, if it quit being blurry. Come on, auto zoom, there we go. Alright. The detail behind the Autobot symbol is gold, not bright yellow like it is on the reissue, and there are no red, chromish vac metal looking paint on the circles here, so it is all straight gold all across the board there on the black plastic. So that's a few differences to note. Transformation is the same. You pull the jet there, take and separate the legs, extend the front of the fuselage as the feet. You rotate them up, just as the reissue, same mold. Nothing different as far as the mold is concerned. Now for the head, as always with the Multi-Force members, they're a pain in the neck to get the head up, so you have to actually push it in from the opposite side to get it started and then pull it the rest of the way up. Maybe. Come on. Get up there. Now tell me that's not as far as it goes. I know better than that. Pardon me, folks. Experiencing some technical difficulties here. There we go. And use the gun. I don't always recommend using the gun because you might risk breaking it off, but yeah. Notice the face here is the solid. Can't even keep it on camera there. It's a solid color of paint, is not otherwise detailed by additional coloring or anything. Just the flat color. And on the reverse, let's turn him into the upper torso for a moment, as if he were Mach Tackle. Pull the head up. Again, flat solid color paint on the face. So those are your differences between the vintage and the reissue. I've not noticed any differences as far as screws becoming rivets or vice versa. Joints on this are tight. Articulation's the same. Honestly, the vintage one looks better because, mainly because it has the paint on the wings, thereby completing the illusion of being a space shuttle. So, yeah. Decent figure. Same rating as before, but honestly, I'd probably give it another notch, simply because I don't know, the figure just looks more like a space shuttle than the reissue. Next, moving on, we have Tackle here. Pickup truck with the truck cap. The vintage one, you can't really tell too well. On the camera, at least on my little miniature screen here, it looks to be blaze orange. I would say in person it's more of kind of a reddish, like a blaze reddish orange. The reissue is out and out blaze orange. It's bright, like neon, oh my god, my eyes are burning orange. This seems to have a little bit of a more of a reddish tint to the orange. Right off the bat, you'll notice the difference. The painted window details for the truck cap, to where you actually know it's a truck cap and not some sort of tarp over a military vehicle or something. So it is actually just a pickup truck, in the vein of, say, Hoist, Trailbreaker, or, I don't know, Cup. Otherwise, the vehicle paint's pretty much the same. Transformation's the same too. Stickers are a little more bold on the detailing. They're not quite as fine on the lines as the reissue is. The reissue has more thinner lines. So I think that this makes it look more like a vent, which I believe is what it was supposed to initially portray. Let's put the head up here. And then we have a solid flat blue for the face. No painted visor or nothing, it's just the same color for the whole face, visor and all. Go to the upper torso configuration as if it were Tackle Mach. Name change being that whoever is on the top, no jokes please, whoever's on the top is the dominant one and has their name first. I know how that sounds, leave me alone, it's late, but you get the idea. Combine mode, solid paint on the face as well for Tackle Mach. So combining them together is the same as before on the reissue. I'm just going to do Mach Tackle. You already know what both look like anyway. Or do you? Actually, no, I don't believe I ever covered that. You know, I'll do both. We'll do Mach Tackle first, though, since I'm already started in that. I don't believe I did all the different configurations in the Landcross review. I think I just did the individual and then onto the full combination into Landcross. I'm actually not near my PC right now to check. So, yeah, if I'm wrong, don't worry about it. Clips together like so. Mach Tackle. Yeah, not bad. Doesn't really have any actual detailed hands, per se, so much as it has the holes that are, I guess, meant to be parts of the hand or something. Anyway, the gun fits in there. Also detail, or I'm sorry, accessory, there's the foot plate and Tackle's gun. But you can hold both guns like so. Kind of a two-fisted shooter there. What I like doing, honestly, is I actually prefer putting the Mach gun up in the upper peg, which is actually the hole meant for the weapon in vehicle mode. Put that in there, and then put Tackle's gun next to it in the fist peg. Having them side by side at an angle like that, it kind of helps relieve the rigidity, the rigid appearance of it, and looks like a larger weapon as well. Just even though it's just a little difference, but every little bit helps with something this small. Then I also like taking the foot plate, being that it has the blasters on it, putting it in the other hand, and then the wings, I put them on the back of the arm here, maybe, if I can get it. There we go, angle those down. Alright, there we go. And that gives it more of like a cannon type appearance. So, and then the waist plate, as before, doesn't do anything at all whatsoever for any reason other than to just connect the Landcross and hide the landing gear for wing and waver. It is fundamentally useless. for everything. I seriously don't need it, so set it off to the side. Next, tackle Mach. Maybe we'll take off the weapons. And just take and separate them. There's the clips there. I probably showed that in the other reviews, I'm not sure. But yeah, I still say that these are some of my favorite figures. These were apparently influential enough to inspire half of Energon as the series. Given the combination method of the Autobots, their method of choice is the lateral docking, the top half and lower half, or shirt and pants, if you will. Now the thing with Tackle Mach is it is a bit shorter because Mach's legs are much shorter than Tackle's legs. Therefore, when they're in the combined configuration, Tackle makes the whole thing look like a little gorilla. The arm's on the wrong side. I don't know what I'm doing. Yuck. Alright, there we go. Combine there. And there we go. Big arms, itty bitty head, itty bitty legs. There's Tackle Mach. Don't ask about the wing. I don't want to know the answer either. But, yeah. There's Tackle Mach. This figure, pretty much any figure from the Transformers Victory line is considered by many collectors to be among the holy grails of the Transformers collecting. The hobby itself, overall, I mean, sure, you've got your Mint in Box Fortress Maximus and, you know, your Blue Streak or whatever else is supposedly rare, but Transformers Victory is especially so because it was in the waning days of Generation 1. The series was already off the air in the United States and in many other countries, and Victory was one of the last series of animated Transformers before the Beast era in the 90s. I believe the only thing that followed Transformers Victory was Transformers Zone, and it was just a half-hour-long animated short introducing some of the newer figures from that series, and then they just continued the rest of it in comic book or manga form. So there are Mach and Tackle such as they are. Overall, I highly recommend these figures if you can find them. The reissues themselves are hard enough to find, so finding vintage ones is a chore in itself. Honestly, the vintage ones I would say are worth upwards of 80 complete loose, if not probably 150 in the box for each pair. The Generation 1 versions, as I mentioned previously, were sold in 2 packs. You have Mach and Tackle here. Oops, Mach and Tackle. There was also the box of Wing and Waver, as well as the Dash and Tacker, which is the red car and the green tanker truck. The Vintage Land Cross is identical in mold to the other one. Just difference in painted details, stickers, and what have you. Articulation's the same, mold's the same. Fantastic figure. As I said in the other review, possibility for 73 different alternate configurations, alternate modes, if you will, between vehicle mode, robot mode individually, robot mode combined, the different combination possibilities in there, the vehicle battle modes, the combined battle modes with the weapons, the mode as Land Cross. 73 overall. There are 6 figures in the set. If you want to add even more possibilities to that and just give yourself all kinds of headache, you can get duplicates of each of the 6 and have Wing, Waver, Mach, Tackle, Dash, and Tacker. But that just makes my brain hurt, and I don't have that long in this review, so I'm going to wrap this up and say that I highly recommend these figures, reissue or vintage. It's up to you. Whatever floats your boat and toots your flute. They're great figures. Get them if you can afford them. If not, figure a way to. They're just fun. Once again, this has been Moroni Prime, wasting your time.